It finally happened. John Cena's the bad guy. Just didn't know we'd have to wait till 2025 to do it. Oh, John Cena, the heel turn we didn't see coming at Elimination Chamber. We got so much more to go over. We got all your recaps. So many great storylines happening on Raw and SmackDown. This is the Spandex StandUps. Is 2012 you happy? Because 2012 Drew is ecstatic.
Oh, gosh. Do we go into that right away, or is there a set time to go into...
I say we hit it right up top, man. It's the biggest news in wrestling right now. Is John Cena is officially a bad guy, aligning himself with The Rock, turning on Cody. I've seen everything online from this is the biggest heel turn in the history of pro wrestling to
Right. I could see reasons for both.
It's a fun reminder to address something in the internet wrestling community, and just the fact of being a wrestling fan is you can't enjoy anything. Enjoy this, people. We
would have the same things if we had this much access to social media, get our opinions out. If we had that same access in the Attitude Era.
Oh my God, we would have ruined it.
Oh,
we would have ruined everything.
Absolutely. Everything would have been, yeah, it would have been.
Just enjoy it, man. It's Cena's last year. They heel turned him. They aligned him with Rock. This, if anything, this makes WrestleMania way more interesting.
Sure. And this is, I wonder if that's why people were upset, because they're going his last year and he's going to do the heel now.
I'm glad he did it now and didn't just turn in like SummerSlam. You know, like give me a full year of heel Cena and then let him like rectify it and be the good guy again in December when he's on his way out. You know what I mean? Like we've wanted heel Cena for forever.
A lot of people did. So I think even he did, according to a Chris Van Vliet, or however you say his name. Van Vliet, whatever it is, but he had a whole setup for turning heel, and I think...
Yeah, I hope we get new entrance music. Like you said, I hope we get the suit.
We need a suit, actual ring gear.
Corporate John Cena.
No more jorts. Yeah. He's going to wear something nice. So he's going to...
He wears pants.
Yes.
John wear pants.
Yes, and he's like, you know what? I know I had a lot of time to prepare, but I'm not going to tan either. So you're going to see the bald spot. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, he gave us cheesy Cena one more time.
Yep.
So now we get to see what this corporate heel Cena is going to be. So I hope he changes everything. I hope he... Yeah, I'm excited.
Starts sounding articulate in his interviews.
I didn't think we were getting this soon.
Yeah.
You know, I thought eventually Cena was going to align with The Rock, because I knew no matter what, Cody wasn't turning heel.
Right.
So I knew whoever they paired against him more than likely turning heel.
Not yet.
I just thought it was going to happen at Mania. I didn't think it was going to happen immediately after Elimination Chamber.
It was a big surprise. Shout out to Travis Scott for really keeping that thing together. We couldn't have done that.
That slap, dude. He got that. He got a good. If I'm Cody, I'm going through the curtain like, bro,
why are you here?
Well, he's a megastar.
He is.
He's driving home the Hollywood final boss aspect of it, because you got to remember to really cement Hogan's heel turn. He had Rodman with him, you know, so you got to have that main person, cult icon, and Travis. People love him.
True.
He does the Raw theme, which I like.
Yeah.
I hope he does Cena's new theme. Like, really drive it home.
Is he going to do a live performance each time he comes out?
A live performance?
Like PG-13?
No, just remember, we keep saying Travis Scott's going to do a live performance, and he just comes out with a wrestler.
Right.
I do love that part.
He just hangs out.
But rumor is he's training to wrestle.
Oh, really?
So we might get a Bad Bunny type-esque Travis Scott match at some point. I hope they're training so Cody can just whip his tail one day.
Yes.
Because that slap, like the old heads used to say, you're going to get that one back.
Right. Receipts.
Yep.
Love it.
It also came out that it just adds to this layers. The Rock was the highest paid actor in 2024, accumulating $88 million for his roles.
Now, this is not a knock. I've not seen a Dwayne Johnson movie since, I think, Jumanji. He puts all these blockbusters out.
I didn't see Jumanji.
Okay,
I'm not a movie guy.
Okay, fair enough. Because
I love when the wrestler. I love when people are like, "Man, these wrestlers went to Hollywood and sucked." I was like, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
They're still the wrestlers.
Someone's buying it.
I'm all for The Rock probably being a terrible actor, but
the thing is, he's pretty good.
I like Ballers. I like TV shows. I'll binge watch 3 seasons of a TV show. Will not sit down and watch a movie.
That's fair. There's a good sports movie he did called The Gridiron Gang. It gets very slept on. Based on a true story. It's a very underrated football movie. However, you want to be prestigious.
I do like movies.
Yeah. So
if I'm going to watch movies, I don't like movies. If I'm going to watch movies, it's going to be sports.
That was because it was based on a real story about these delinquents at the juvenile detention center. And so
didn't it kick off like Last Chance U or something? Like, didn't they like the popularity of that, and then they got a show like Last?
I don't know the connection because the documentary that the movie was based, because they made a documentary first, but it was like in the I think 80s or early 90s, I want to say. So. But there was a documentary, I think, that sparked Last Chance U. I do know what you're talking about. But
I thought there was something, and they're like, well, this is popular. Let's go ahead and do this.
Gridiron Gang, Exhibit, isn't it?
I love Exhibit.
He's really good in it.
I miss Pimp My Ride.
So good. Bring that back.
Right.
But pimp other stuff.
I love how everyone's like, it was staged. Like, yeah, I hope someone wasn't riding around with an aquarium in their car.
And then like, oh, I want to get in. Like, have you noticed they're all in California? You're not.
I'll drive. Your car ain't gonna make it.
It's not gonna make it.
I had a buddy that moved to LA, and he spent all of his money getting his car out there, and then it didn't work out, and he had to sell his car to get a plane ride home back. So
that's a
brutal. Comedy is brutal. People.
That's a life lesson, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, before we get into it, man, how's comedy going? How's it?
Good.
It looks like you've been on the road a little bit.
Show's been fun. Yeah. Let's see. The last weekend was a string of shows in Louisiana,
awesome.
Abbeville.
Louisiana is underrated, man. Fun
Very.
times.
The people are phenomenal.
So nice.
And there's an inherent hospitable nature. They just, for some reason, no matter where you're at, you meet them for the first time. They all have this like, we're going to take care of you.
They embody Southern hospitality, and I truly appreciate everybody I meet. Every time I meet someone from Louisiana.
Yeah, elevators. When I was in the elevators, even level 2 to level 1, I heard like 3 life stories.
Shout out to my buddy Boudreaux, tattoo artist in Louisiana. He did my Macho Man tattoo for me. So it's Louisiana's good people, man.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend. Everyone was really cool. All the shows went really well. Abbeville was awesome. New Iberia was awesome, and then Mandeville. I was at 2 of those places last year and had a bigger crowd this time. Fun times. So yeah, this weekend was Funny Farm in Goshen, Indiana, new club. They're all in on the clean
Indianapolis
comedy.
Is one of my favorite cities to perform.
Oh yeah,
love Indiana.
R.I.P. Crackers. I heard it
finally went under. It's been on the ropes for years.
Yeah, did not kick out. So
it finally didn't kick. That lady kicked out a couple times.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was an establishment there. I hate to see it go.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, we don't need more small rooms closing. All right, that's for sure.
No, we need places for us bottom feeders and comedy to
I'm doing I'm on a little run this week. I'm doing Hendersonville. I'm doing the Skyline Social Club.
Yes,
in Hendersonville, North Carolina. My buddy Jason Allen King runs that room. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know him. Cool guy.
Yeah. He runs that room, so I'm super excited to not only see him. My buddy Tyler Wood's opening up for me.
Okay,
my old roommate in Wilmington. So
nice.
I'm excited to see him.
Full circle.
Yeah. And then going down to Weston for this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia.
Sweet.
Cody Rhodes' hometown. I'm going to see if I can see Cody. Bro, what happened?
You said a bad word.
Yeah,
it didn't get bleeped. Yeah.
Not going to lie, man. You know me. I'm not a big cusser on stage.
Right.
But when you're going to do it, make it serve a purpose.
Yeah,
and that served a purpose.
It did.
The F-bombs aren't big. I'm not a big fan of them when they go all willy-nilly, but that one was necessary.
Have some purpose with it.
Yeah,
absolutely. This comedy festival thing is pretty exciting, though.
I'm excited, man. Yeah,
dude, congrats.
I enjoy comedy festivals. There's definitely some tough ones out there that you go and you're like, I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth. Because you do, if you're not in the loop with the comedy festivals, it does cost the comic money to go to and perform. They're not getting, usually, I mean, some of the top ones do pay you for your time.
Yeah.
But, most of them is just exposure and meeting new people and networking so you can go back and do those shows again. Like I want to meet as many people as I can to do their shows, and then they can come do my shows.
Absolutely.
It's really just a conference, is what it, like a business conference is what it comes down to.
And I'm ignorant to this. There was another festival in Atlanta. Are they allowed to have 2 like that?
Oh, people will pop up everywhere.
They had the Laughing Skull Festival, and now they got this one.
This is the Laughing Skull is attached to the Laughing Skull Theater, and this is more of the indie. This is by Hissy Fit Comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
there
I'm
you go.
about it.
All right.
Well, let's get into it. The women's chamber. Bianca Belair outlasts everybody. We do get a big return in Jade Cargill. Thought she was going after Liv. She did not. Turned her aggression towards Naomi, which we now can assume attacked her in the first place.
Yep. Dude, is it me or does she seem different on a comeback? She seemed very
different.
Very intense.
Scared, bruh.
Mark Henry got a hold of her somewhere and went, you need to...
Dude, the
just
black,
lay it in.
the black eyes, the all black leather gear, the focus. She didn't stick around for an interview.
No.
She stone cold Steve Austin us. She came in, raised hell, and left.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. That was some unmatched intensity, and I'm going, this is...
Sets her up for a singles run, because now there's no more tag team.
Anybody should put her hands on in that chamber. I'm like, she's going to kill him.
Yeah.
So... Dude, this is... I'm
glad they had Bianca separate, so we still don't know where Bianca stands in this. You know, because like she's about to kick off her WrestleMania run against Rhea, but she's still got that Jade Naomi stuff hanging over her.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess we can long-term book this, but I feel like Jade, Bianca at a Mania...
Oh, no doubt. Set that up for next year.
Yeah,
let's build this entire year off. Like, let Jade and Naomi have a proper feud.
Yep.
Cement Naomi's heel turn, because we've all been waiting for it. And really let that slow burn. Let them just, you know, like they can even start off with my problem's not with you. Like Naomi, like Bianca can be like, I didn't know at all, and they can headline WrestleMania next year. I mean, people are very protected on who wins the Royal Rumble and stuff like that. But you act like we hadn't had a bad winner here and there. You know, is it too early to let Jade win next year's Royal Rumble?
I do want some unpredictability again in my Royal Rumbles.
I like a lot of, say what you will, people didn't like the Jay win. I love the Jay win.
The crowds reacted well to him, so
you can't have 3 people that it could be every year.
Right, exactly. We got to a point where like, well, clearly that person's going to win. I miss not knowing.
I still remember one of the first ones I got back in on. Jericho had come back, and everyone's like, well, Jericho's going to win the Rumble. And Sheamus won it.
Yep.
I was like, there we go.
We thought Punk was going to win it. Nope. Hadn't happened.
I did mean to check it. How you doing, buddy?
We're okay.
We're okay. Your buddy your guy didn't win Rumble. He didn't win Elimination Chamber.
I know, because he made all these declarations. I'm in a main event, and I'm trying to think of like, I went into college football playoff mode. I'm like, all right, what could he? Is there something he could win to get back in the main event?
Heyman still owes him a favor, bro.
True. I know it's going to go to everyone's speculating Seth and Punk.
Save that for a second, though, because we'll get to men's chamber, because I want to see where we pair off. But with the women, Liv got destroyed. Did you see her? She showed pictures, all bruised up. Bianca hit her with the hair. She had the mark of the hair on her all the whole time.
Just working stiff.
Dude,
chicks are working.
You heard it. Oh. That crack. Oh. Alexa Bliss looks strong and crazy as ever.
Miss her.
Still teasing the Wyatt Six relationship there, so I hope her and Nikki do something.
Yeah, I forget they're still around.
They got to reintroduce. So the word is that Bo got picked up an injury.
Oh,
so it messed everything up. So they got to reestablish them again now.
Okay, they're going to move on to DVDs instead of VHS tapes.
Yeah, like straight. Your own main event this week. Bailey, it looks like they're going to partner up Roxanne and Bailey. Looks like they're going to have a feud.
All right.
So that looks like that's headed towards Mania. Great first feud on the main roster for Roxanne. I full on expect her to shine in that. They made Bailey look strong, though. I'll give them that. For a split second, I was like, is Bailey going to win this?
How long has Bailey been around now?
At least, I mean, since 2010s-ish.
I was worried when she decided to kill that happy gimmick with the crazy wacky inflatable.
It set her back a little bit, I feel like. But I feel like she's finding her footing now.
Came through, yeah. So chick who worked hard, and as the hard work pays off. So I love that she's still around. Yeah. We
got Liv and Raquel still the tag champs. So we're gonna see what they're headed towards. They still got intertwined, and I fully expect the Judgment Day to fall apart in the next little bit.
It's kind of drifted. Yeah.
Finn needs to shine. You know.
Yeah.
And then tonight on Raw, we're filming on Monday because I do hit the road this week. So didn't get a chance to watch Monday Night Raw before our weekly roundup this week. But we got Io and Rhea tonight. Bianca waiting in the wing. We released the thing saying today how I fully expect it to become a 3-way match. So how do you feel about it?
Whatever it takes to get Rhea in that ring, I'm good with, because she's one of the best performers not just in one category or the other.
Right.
So
Just as a wrestler.
whatever we got to do to get her and Bianca, who's a freak athlete.
And EO.
Yeah. If you throw, you could have an explosive match, and you can do it the right way. It's not going to be high spot. You can, and all of them know how to give the right emotions too. No, all of them know how to cut a pretty good promo.
That could be the match of Mania, dude. If they go the triple threat match.
Rhea and Bianca, like, so good on the mic.
Dude.
And
I full on hope they go that route.
Yeah.
If anything, I want a great Rhea EO match because I'm a massive fan of EO. I think she's the best thing going in the women's division.
pretty
right
cool.
And I've wanted those three to be in the ring since they all started together. But yeah, I think the women's division is set up perfectly heading into Mania. And still a lot of question marks to where we're tuning in and finding out, but also questions answered we can now focus on.
It was so cool to see Bianca started NXT, watching her early on, and I remember going, "Oh, this is a good one. Let's not mess this up once they get to the main roster." Now things have changed. They do a good job of not messing NXT guys up on the main roster. So she was one of the early ones that stayed the course. They didn't change anything about her. She stayed who she was. Worked out pretty well. So
it's money. It's let people be themselves.
I love seeing it.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Well, we touched on it just a second ago to swing back around because I saw your eyes light up when we said Finn Balor. If he does break off of Judgment Day, how do you want that to go?
Can we do a Rick Rude thing? Because
you had me at Rick Rude, bro.
He's shredded.
I love Rick Rude.
Can he do the?
I don't know if he could pull off the "your wife's on my trunks." You know,
right? For sure.
I think we could do Dangerous Alliance Rick Rude though, for sure.
Yeah, whatever it like. If we can get him and Orton did this when he first became champion at 25. He would have like the guys in the crowd take off their shirts, see if they look as good as he does. Do you think? Because Finn's obviously he's got
that would be even funnier too because he's a smaller guy. Yeah. If he went like little Papa Pump on everybody, like that
he's got 6-year-olds coming in there. You're never gonna be like me. But just him like having a guy come out into the ring from the stand, take off your shirt, see, look at
and
this.
Then he just beats up the guy.
Yeah,
that'd be a good way to get some developmental guys on camera.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I want to see him show off. Like you look fantastic. You're crazy good in the ring.
KO beat Sami Zayn in an insane match. I heard today that the barbed wire wasn't shaved. Like they didn't protect. Like this was a straight up throwback.
Okay.
Kevin Steen versus El Generico.
ROH.
Yeah, they broke out. They dropped each other on chairs.
Yeah.
It took all those apron power bombs to get the win, and then we get Randy Orton returning. If Jade Cargill returning wasn't enough.
Yep.
We get Randy Orton back as well.
In his ring gear. He was ready to go.
And he looks even more jacked.
I know. He's gotten so jacked the older he got. He used to be like a or for us, he's still a big guy, but on camera, he looked like
he used to be about 40 pounds less.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you trying to prove, Orton?
So it looks like we're getting Orton KO at Mania. Sammy, I still think he's got a Karrion Kross. They've hung him around. You know, I think Karrion Kross can jump in and be like, I tried to tell you this was going to go that way.
Yeah. Now just give me your soul.
Yeah, so. Well, I want him to be that devil on the shoulder character. We almost got that. There was a Mark Jindrak back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So do that.
Oh, yeah. Wait. My gosh.
They only did a couple vignettes. He never even got in the ring.
Okay. There was another guy like that, too. That was like, it was early 2000s. He's passed away now. He had mid-long black hair.
I think we're thinking the same one.
Okay. Mark Jindrak. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. But he didn't get into the ring? So.
No, they started this whole devil on your shoulder character thing, and then they dropped it.
Gotcha.
I don't know why. It only lasted 3 or 4 weeks.
I thought the name was different. That's on me.
It could have. I mean, O'Hare.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking of Jindrak was his tag team partner.
That's right, O'Hare. Yeah.
Jindrak was supposed to be an Evolution.
Okay.
And they pulled him for Batista last minute.
Good call.
And then O'Hare was the devil on the shoulder guy.
Low key, one of the. I think that faction doesn't get enough praise. I loved Evolution. Yeah. I thought that was such a cool.
It set up
past, present, future.
It did what it's supposed to do. The faction set up future stars.
Yeah, man.
While also making the present superstar shine. It elevated Triple H.
Yeah.
It made Ric Flair relevant
and
for
Triple
the last
H,
little bit of his career.
I think he was talking about that one time in an interview. He just felt bad Ric Flair didn't really have anything going at the time. He's like, we have Ric Flair here. What are we doing? And so
let's make let's recreate the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
But in a new way to where people don't think it's a ripoff.
I loved it.
They did a great job.
Loved it.
Tiffy and Trish win. Now Tiff gets to focus on Charlotte. I still think that could be one of the best matches in Mania.
It's gonna be crazy athletic. Like, I Are they gonna? How much are they gonna test their feats of strength in this? Both of them are ridiculously strong.
I can't imagine the flips we're gonna get from this. Too,
Yeah,
you know, like Charlotte's gonna do some crazy backflip off the top rope. Tiffy's gonna do something. It's just gonna be great.
Yep, big on Tiffy time. I'm here for it,
and I hope she goes over cleanly over Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't need this. You got Cena back chasing Papa Flair's record. You don't need Charlotte.
I know. The anti-tan John Cena.
Well, let's talk about it. He won the men's chamber, beat your boy Punk there at the end. I love the fact, because I did pause for a second when he immediately jumped on CM Punk after he got curb stomped.
Yep.
And I was like, Cena wouldn't do that.
He did apologize. He was still like, what would he have done?
I feel like he straight up grabbed him and just went for it.
Yeah,
Cena would have been like, "What did you do?"
Sure.
What up?
Make those monkey faces
and then people were like, "Get him!" And he'd be like, "Okay," but Cena's like, "No."
He's always had good monkey faces.
Yeah.
Cena. He's.
I'm just like we said up top, man. I'm truly intrigued to see what a heel Cena looks like. Like I want to see different ring gear, a whole different presentation. The post-game conference. When he just grabbed the mic and dropped it.
Kayfabe. I want
chef's kiss.
I want more kayfabe and press conferences.
Because what would have happened if he came in and be like, y'all like that heel turn, right?
Yeah, because The Rock was talking about that. He was like, "Oh, we have good stories here." I'm like, "No, you need to stay evil."
The Rock can pull it off a little bit because his evil character is still rooted in that he's the boss.
Sure.
So he can be a jerk to the wrestlers and then go do media.
That's fair.
So I like that The Rock can play both those characters, because some of the criticism has been from, well, he was nice at Netflix. Well, the boss is supposed to be nice.
Right.
A big Knights, he's got to be nice to you.
Yeah.
And then yell at you behind the scenes. So I love, if anyone's ever worked in a corporation and had a two-faced boss that's nice in public and mean to you, Rock's playing it perfect.
Doing that part good. Couldn't agree more. But I just, hopefully after Cena did that, hopefully the other superstars go, "Oh, we need to stay in our character at press conferences." It just...
No, it adds to it. I mean, I'm still 5 years old. This is real to me.
We know
if
it's
see you out in public and you're a
Yeah.
bad guy, yell at me. That's why I will forever be a fan of MJF. That dude keeps it heel 24/7.
Sure does.
And I respect the crap out of him.
We will see you in WWE in a few years, buddy.
I hope so, man. Ricky Saints is here.
Ricky Saints. Or Saints or Saints? Saints. Yeah. And he chose that. He could have had Starks.
He could have had Starks.
That's what he was saying.
That's on you then, Ricky.
I think it was Busted Open. He was talking
I mean, it's one of
about
those
that.
names that in 5 years I won't even remember.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like, Saints.
It's just, it doesn't
roll off the tongue like Ricky Starks does.
We're comedians. We're big on the phonetic of a word, so we want that K sound.
Yeah.
We're not getting our K sound.
Yeah.
So, but finally glad that Ricky is.
Well, we both have names that, fortunately, comedy show hosts haven't butchered.
Yes.
Like, because my mom almost switched us back to our maiden name, her maiden name, and I would have been Drew McWhorter. But
Drew
it was
McWhorter.
MCWHORTER.
Order.
Yeah. Open mic hosts would have butchered that.
Oh, absolutely.
So I feel for people with the names, you know.
Yeah. Sebastian Maniscalco's first open mic. God bless him.
Sebastian Maniscalco. This guy. But so it's looking like we're getting Seth and Roman pairing off. Like they still, Roman comes back March 21st. So I'm very anxious to see what he has to say.
Yeah.
We get Seth talking tonight. So also seeing what he has to say. We get a big segment tonight where CM Punk gets to say what's on his mind.
Sure.
Seth gets to say what's on his mind. It's looking like the way they eliminated Priest McIntyre, they're going to be paired off at Mania.
Okay.
And so, like you said, that leaves us Punk, that leaves us Paul out of the chamber. Where do they go?
I don't know.
That's a fun thing, is because as these matches from Mania start coming into play and solidifying, you got to have some kind of. You got to have a ladder and something.
What about a throw in the towel match? We haven't had one of those. Is that too like low stakes? A good pace.
I'd be cool for like Priest McIntyre to be like a tables match or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Two big dudes just throwing each other around.
Yeah, with that, man.
Like Big E says, meat.
Dude, yeah, Drew, Damian.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Put a little stipulation that they get the next title shot.
Yeah, because I do want Drew back on top at some point.
I want Priest back on top too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed El Champion.
Yeah.
Priest doesn't make sense unless he's in the main event scene. I feel like
Yep. He's got a look, got a
He's
voice.
40 something. You know,
Is he?
Like, you gotta push.
Oh,
guys.
shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. So is LA Knight's up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, LA Knight, he won the #1 contender for I do thoughts and prayers to go out to Shinsuke Nakamura. He lost his brother this week.
Oh,
That's
my
why they did the
goodness.
switch up on.
Okay.
It was supposed to be LA Knight versus
That's
Shinsuke
horrible.
on SmackDown.
Okay.
Great pivot. They did a tournament for a triple threat match. For the #1 contendership, we end up getting Carmelo Hayes, which thank y'all for pushing him. That dude needs a push. He's a great talent, can go in the ring.
Smooth, man.
Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. So those three, I got hyped because those are three of my favorites on SmackDown right now.
Oh, gosh.
LA Knight came out on top. They're building towards a solo Jacob Fatu payoff here. A full could get a tribal rules match at Mania. Jacob can, for the services of the Tongas, I guess, like who gets the new bloodline.
It's gruesome, but it's not going to happen because it's wrestling, not movies. But if this were a movie, Jacob Fatu would be
Murder him.
He'd be holding his head.
I wish there was a ceremonious way to do that. Like because I know Roman's got the Olafalo back.
Yeah, can you imagine the entrance for them at Mania? They're doing when the Samoans, the tribal dances, but when they do them at weddings and stuff like that. If they could have a whole bunch of those guys doing that at Mania for the entrance.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's my favorite part about Mania is it just takes everything up a notch.
Yeah.
Like I know we're fresh off of Raw and Netflix. We've had a lot of big things. Like they went all out for Rumble. They went all out. This is the most action-packed Elimination Chamber I've ever seen.
Because you knew something crazy was going to happen because you're like, the main event's over, but
just think how much they got accomplished with 5 segments.
Pretty wild.
4 matches, 1 extra segment. And they keep saying it, so I'm gonna say it. Industry-changing weekend.
Yep, on that PLE.
Yeah,
that's another.
So they keep setting the bar. So I fully expect some of these entrances at Mania this year to be, because I think they're gonna get more celebrities. It's just gonna be great.
I don't know, man.
How we feeling about Gunther Jey Uso World Heavyweight Championship heading into Mania?
Are they gonna Bruno San Martino him and keep him the champion for a long time?
I think Jay's gonna win.
He's gonna win it.
I think Jay's gonna.
Okay, is it too soon? Don't we want to make Gunther
So they made it. Well, they made a good
indestructible.
Point. Well, they made a good point.
Okay,
Gunther has had a championship for 80% of his WWE career.
True.
He can take a step back. He can handle this. Jey Uso is red hot. If they do not capitalize on Jey Uso winning at Mania, they have completely destroyed the last year spent building this.
Not wrong. Everyone yeeting. So
he's got the best intro. He can go in the ring.
Yeah,
like he's you can't say he's terrible and then say something like LA Knight. Like
absolutely. Like the only thing, again, this is us not knowing crap about crap when it comes to the business. Sometimes I've never been able to tell the Usos apart for a while, and then he's cutting promos. I heard when that Rumble promo, the promo was a little more sincere, which was nice.
It was great.
I want more of that.
Need more of that.
Because so much of his promos are very dramatic. Yo,
yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah,
I love you. It's so just the intensity. It's very, very dramatized. I'm like,
I've grown to love the Uso promos over there because even when they were tag team, they would do it's almost like a rap cadence. And
he brings
it's
it
a different style.
They're not holding back, so I appreciate that. Much like we didn't like the Warriors promos, but I'm like, he still brought it.
Dude's a lunatic.
He still brought it though.
I would enjoy the Warrior promos a little bit more if I understood what he was trying to say.
He's not from this earth. We're not.
You're right.
Speak his language,
especially the Ultimate Maniacs.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you weren't meant to understand a thing they had to say.
No. But he didn't understand it. It's like Pootie Tang. Did you ever see that movie, Pootie Tang? You didn't know what he said, but you
forgot about that movie. You knew a lot of people need to forget about that movie. Last thing is we still got the Master Gable return. Ivy Niles going after the IC title against Lila Valkyria and Creed Brothers and the War Raiders.
Okay.
I like the Creed Brothers.
So good.
So.
Okay. I just want the best for Gable because he
can flat out go in the ring.
He's our Kurt Angle. And,
he is.
He's got a personality, so can Kurt Angle be his mentor?
I mean, my whole thing is
I don't know.
I get that WWE don't want to lean heavily on legends, but if they make sense. I would be okay with them pushing this stable into the dirt and then Kurt Angle being like, all right, guys. I can't let you go out like this, and
Right.
then picking them back up. But I don't know where they're going with this.
Gable and Otis could be a great feud and match. I mean, if they keep going towards that, like, I don't
know what they're doing. I'm thoroughly excited about Raw. There's an air of, not to the extent of Raw after WrestleMania moment tonight, because you know that one's unpredictable as all get out.
Yeah.
But so much changed at Elimination Chamber. I truly am excited about Raw tonight to see them hit reverse course and go different directions in a few of these things.
Yep. Now, will Cena, is he going to go back to Thugonomics music, or we're going to get
I think we're going to get a sophisticated
like
John
orchestra?
Cena.
Like, you know?
Well, I think we're going to get a luxury car, nice watch, sipping espresso. Just got back from Beverly Hills.
Or Hulk Hogan's theme music.
I think we're going to get another carnation of Hollywood rock.
Yes.
You know, when he came back and he was like, had his watches, he had his luxury cars, he had his nice suits. We're going to get just imagine, we're going to get The Rock playing dress up almost for John Cena. Like, John Cena essentially is becoming, in a good way, not a dig at all, a mini Rock.
Oh, absolutely.
So I fully expect the vests, you know, the silk vests, the nice linen suits, you know, like,
I'm a fan. Now,
go for it.
Is Cena going to is he going to be the champion his last year as,
I think he beats Cody.
Think he beats Cody?
I think he beats Cody.
Unfairly, I assume.
I mean, heel tendencies for sure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got to think.
Can we have
so here's what I've been thinking.
Okay.
That they could go different ways. Is heel Cena could win, and then we see what that looks like. We also have to think about Cody helped Roman when he was at his lowest.
Yeah.
This is Roman's family. Roman could help Cody when Cody's got no one, because Cody doesn't have any friends.
Sure.
No one's here chomping at the bit to help Cody, because he already pissed everybody off by helping out Roman.
Yeah.
So literally the only one on this planet left to help Cody is Roman Reigns. And then that will, in fact, set up what we've all been like. At this point, we just need it. This is almost like Sting Undertaker. At this point, we need Rock Roman.
We need Rock
before
Roman.
Rock can't go in the ring.
We've been waiting forever for Rock and Roman.
So I think that's how they set this back up. Is it looks like everyone has completely turned on Cody. He's got no friends in the world left. Roman's there to help him out against his own cousin.
And the original Corporation faction did a lot for some careers. Are we going to? I
would like to see some lackeys.
Yeah, can we get a new corporation?
Dude, no. Give me Theory and Waller as Cena's like hangarounds. That way, Cena can get beat. And not actually take a loss.
I like it, because I was like, who could be good in a corporate kiss butt faction?
Yes, so, give me Waller and Theory, dude. They would be They could start dressing like Cena.
Come on now.
That's good.
I'm good with that.
Please do that.
I'm good with that. Here for it.
They just went over to Raw. I'm just saying.
What a time to be alive in wrestling.
What a time. Which is crazy, because I mean, I guess Cody and Cena are technically SmackDown's feud right now, but that's all intertwined on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, people cross over all the time.
Especially at WrestleMania time.
Yeah, it matters very. I'm learning that it still matters very little. Raw and SmackDown. You're still getting
no doubt
crossovers all the time. I mean, now we got Impact jumping in.
I'm loving this Moose Obafemi match in NXT TNA crossover. I'm excited about it. Two just big dudes beating the mess out of each other.
This is how you do a crossover, guys.
The Hardy Boys are back in NXT.
Yeah.
People are loving that. Like they're full steam. I love how Dolph Ziggler's still like, nah. I'm good.
I am Nimeth.
Well, any parting thoughts? Anything?
No, I'm just there was a time, and I think I say this all the time whenever I do an episode. I'm like, there was a time in wrestling where we were just like rolling our eyes over and over again, week after week.
Almost hate watching.
So I like this. I like the unpredictability. It's a good place to be.
We're back there for sure.
Yes, I like that. We got the people we want in charge. They're doing great stuff. They're collaborating. It's you're not performing for an audience of one anymore.
You still got the people out there that hate everything they do.
Oh, and what I've learned is in this day and age, if we had this technology decades prior, if we had this technology during the Civil War,
anywhere, people's hot takes. the internet is a great thing and a dangerous thing.
Absolutely. Just don't be a butthead.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of which, make sure you subscribe to all things Spandex StandUps. We got so much more on the road to WrestleMania. Come see Lee Hardin out and about. If you see his name on a poster or a marquee, check out DrewHarrisonComedy.com for all things me. We'll see you next time. Adios.